Danielle's my awesome technology person. Yay, thank you. Okay, welcome everybody to our team call. It is January 8th, and we just kicked off our first official Shred group of the Shred the Bleep out of January, round 2, 2018 version, and I'm so excited. I don't know about you guys, but it is so much fun, and it's so much fun to talk to people, and I've barely gotten on social media about it, but it's just so interesting how like I'm kind of stockpiling posts and that kind of thing, and I am still in so much. Hey Lauren, welcome. So many conversations, so many, just awesome. It's funny, people are calling me and going, hey, oh yeah, by the way, I want shakes. And I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, great. That's partly because I've been in the business a long time, but I know you guys are probably experiencing it too. Certainly the seasoned ones. And the more consistent we are with our messaging and our activity, the more people can count on us to be there, right, when they want to make changes. And so that's what we're kind of experiencing now. But I really want to applaud you guys for doubling up and tripling up and high-fiving each other on Facebook especially. I'm seeing it, and that's the key to all of it. It's so beautiful to see New York team members, talking to Marie or, Lauren or Buffy or whoever out here in California and back and forth, because our people don't know that you guys are reps. And so every time they see somebody go, oh, I want in, like that gives them one more vote of confidence that they should be doing this too, right? So it's really cool to see. And I just want to encourage you, don't let that slow down. Like make sure that we keep it going, even just off the initial post. Like maybe it's a, like a check-in post that we can create or something to keep the conversation. Like so far I'm noticing this and putting it on our personal wall so that other people can participate too, and get excited as well, since we still have 2 more rounds to go and it's early in the month. And then I just it was a pretty exciting day. I haven't had time to make phone calls like that with a focused effort in a very long time. And it was like literally everybody I talked to, like people picked up their answering machines and were like, oh, hey, I wanted to talk to you. I'm like, really? This is awesome. So I just want to encourage you, before you make your calls, get yourself in a good mood, put a smile on, and just dial, leave them a fun message, tell them you're thinking about them, what's going on, how are you? And the people that didn't respond, I don't care. I'm not sitting there waiting for them, like looking to see, have they read it yet? No, I just keep moving on. It's that energy that you create around you that people kind of smile and dial, Danielle. Yes, smile and dial. Totally. We used to drink and dial when I was in corporate America. That's fun too. Maybe we'll do that one day. When we're not shredding, but we literally used to, on Friday afternoons, they would get like beers, put them under these desks, and people just from noon on, just like, it was really fun. Anyway, okay. So I wanted to just give you guys the forum for tonight. Let's start with questions about the shred in particular. If you have anything, no question is too small, too big, or too silly, or whatever. If it's your first shred and you're unsure about something, or if it's your 4th shred and you're like, something's whatever the question is, let's just get them out there tonight, because I want to make sure that you guys have that support as we go through this together.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Buffy. So I don't know where I saw someone post something in regards to why we want to not drink caffeine during the shred. It said something about giving your adrenal glands a break. Does anyone know where I can find more of that?
They're liars. Just kidding. That information is in the Shred Guide book.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
And that's saved in our customer page.
Yeah, I think it breaks down each individual like thing that you're doing and why.
Yes. Right. It goes into detail as to why you eliminate X, Y, and Z.
So a good thing to do for a customer, if they're curious, if they're on that Buzz page, is to tag them on that file so they can see it and say, I'm just going to tag you here. And that'll draw them. Instead of just giving them the answer to that one question, it'll force them to go to the document, and they might learn something else also. A good tool, experience.
Perfect.
Good question, Buffy.
I have a question.
Thanks.
Yeah, go for it.
So I know last year we did, if you posted on Facebook.
Sal, I just want to like climb in bed with you. You look so cozy.
I know, I'm sorry. I have such a headache.
Okay.
So I didn't read through the whole checkoff list.
Okay.
But is there like Facebook postings on there also?
It's listed. It's posted.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So each one of whoever we get to do the shred with us,
Mhm.
they're keeping track of their own points, right? Because I remember last time I just got a little confused with that.
Yeah, last time it was like so much, right? It got way bigger than we thought it would get, and then it was really hard to keep track. So instead of having to scroll back so much, because I think the algorithms, I don't think they're showing us everything if we keep going. This was a lot better, and it's more fun because they have a checklist in front of them that keeps it in their focus. Like I'll post a picture of what I put in my kitchen, because now my mom and Paul are doing it too, which is great. So I've got, like, I put their names on their checklist, and like everyone's got to go through and check their stuff, you know, and it's cool because it gives you, and I love, like, one of the things was the 5 points for your second shake, because a lot of people last time, they only did the one shake, and they'll have a much better experience if they do that second one. So to show them that it's weighted, you know, like that second one's going to give you that much more, hopefully it'll help. And I think it'll keep people on track a little bit better.
No, I like that. I definitely like that a lot better. And I saw that you posted something that said #Team Lime Green. So you're holding that post, like you're counting that for green, not blue, right?
So, okay, that was the question about the points. Danielle, do you want to tackle this question?
Yeah, I was just to go back to what I've been saying to all of my shredders, like my personal shredders too, is to let them know, one, of course, tag them in the post with the tracker to make sure they all have the tracker. And I too, like once I posted mine, I taped ours up in the kitchen. So like I let them know, hey, I've got mine taped up in my kitchen so I can keep track of everything and check everything off each day. And at the end of the 10 days, I'm going to collect these points from everybody. So make sure you're keeping track so we can win, right? So they get like pumped up and jazzed, and they know that I'm going to be asking them for this at the end of their shred experience.
And then I'm doing blue mostly for moral support for Paul, but for the group, you know, to get everybody in it and all that. So I was going to plan to count these points towards blue, right? And then if I shift into red, which I'm going to shift into red, like Rose, then I will start counting those points towards Rose. And then as I shift into lime green, then take over and win the whole thing. And that's the way it's going to be.
The essence is rainbow. So basically the rainbow squad.
Rainbow squad, right.
To do it all.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I don't have the points tracker right in front of me, but I remember reading something about, if you did this, if you posted about this, you got 10 points, but if you went live, you got 50 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't get the 10 and the 50, right?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Here's what Danielle and I figured out. Okay, it's really, you guys, it's not about being exact. It's about participating.
It is about the points, okay? Because I gave myself 60 points for going live.
Yeah.
50 and 10.
Maria, are you thinking about the welcome message?
I am thinking about it, but I think we all of us on the Rose team need to do a live video welcoming.
Well, as a co-leader, right? Part of the leaders, those that are co-leaders of a particular week, have some separate guidelines, right? That other people, just general shredders, don't necessarily have. Because as a leader of the team, you need to step up a little bit more and do a live, because that's going to inspire others to know that they can do lives as well. And we also, as the leaders, want to be posting encouraging messages, more added value posts to their shred experience. So what Melissa and I were getting at is, in terms of counting the points, whether it's for us or for them, like, listen, of course, in the end, like, one of the teams is going to win, and it's going to be super fun and exciting, but it's really about the experience. So if somebody's like fudging their points and they give themselves 20 extra points, like, who the frig cares? Just let them have a good experience and encourage them to post.
Yes, Jen B, you were late today.
Yeah, that's how I announced.
Will you guys all smile? Because I just want to take a really cool picture of how many people are on today, because this is really awesome. Yay!
Class is off. Did you already take it?
What?
Did you already take it?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh
It's good.
God, I need more notice.
You missed it when Dean already took our
Spontaneity.
pictures.
It's good for you.
I would have put on something lime green, so that wasn't fair.
Slacker. You knew it was a shred.
Danielle. Danielle.
I have nothing lime
You
green.
had
at all.
inside information.
Well,
I don't
you guys have to look at the spring
Blue.
colors. Pantone. We went with seasonal. It's in style. It should be great.
Next time, I want Danielle to be heading up a team that's not her favorite
That's
color.
not blue.
I will just tell you, I own clothes that are rose colored and lime green too. So just be prepared.
Can I borrow
Not a
your
good color for me. No lime green.
I need to borrow some.
You can borrow my shirts.
Thank you.
Give extras?
So anyway, so going back to the whole point is you guys get the point. The whole
point-
point of the game is engagement. We want
Yes,
engagement. And I have to say, I'm so impressed with our customers and your customer. I mean, there are people getting on there and getting out of, I mean, you can see how uncomfortable they are. You better celebrate the crap out of them. Like, give them a thank you note. Give them a, this is a token for a glass of wine when we're done. Like, you did an awesome job. Like, whatever, like, they're just, it's so cool. They're stepping up. That's what we want. And the more participation is, like, then, I mean, that carries through on the page itself, but it also carries through for them, like, having that comfort level to share with other people.
Right.
And that's what turns people into reps. And in the end of the day, as much as we love customers, you get saturated and there's only X amount that you can carry, and then you really need other team to go out and spread the message too, because you just can't do it all, So this is a good step in that direction. Yeah.
Going back to the points,
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get to fully answer that.
we're very reward driven. Do we get points every time we hashtag our team name?
No. So the point of hashtag is, what's that?
I said that's not on the list.
Yeah, exactly. So the purpose of hashtagging is for searchability, right? So part of being able to sort of go back and find posts is to go into the search on Facebook and put in hashtag shred lime team, and you'll see everybody that's used that hashtag, right? So you can look back and be like, oh my gosh, somebody on my team posted, I totally missed it. Or keep track of them. It also creates a little bit of a buzz and curiosity when you're using it not within our buzz page and you're using it on your own personal Facebook page or Instagram page, right? But the purpose of a hashtag is for searchability.
And I would like to really challenge everybody, like day 3 of the shred, so say Wednesday, that we all put a personal post up of like, shred the bleep out of January is off to a kickstart. Like day 3, I'm feeling great, something, and tag 2 team members. Okay. Like do it. Cause I think, and with your hashtag in there, like, but getting it taking that energy from the page and bringing it out, Danielle, like so important,
with the purpose too is
you guys can put a reminder in your
and that we're building. So we've got the blue team that's shredding right now, but we should be creating excitement and building eyeballs and building for the rose team and then building for the lime team so that the whole month is snowballing into just getting more attention. So blue team people should be having a great experience, love on them, so that they maybe want to continue on or they want to grab a buddy and jump on rose or jump on lime with a friend now because they had such a great experience, or somebody sitting at home on
That's 20 points. That's 20 points.
20 points each day, Lisa. Each day they do it, they get 20 points for that. Yeah.
Right? And then somebody that's
Yeah.
sitting on the sidelines that hasn't even jumped in yet to participate, but they're watching all the excitement. What's going on with you guys?
Right.
It gives them, right? That was really the whole point and why we came up with this too. But with the point system too, one of the questions also that came up was if somebody's posting, say, you're not shredding until lime and you're posting now, do those points count? And the answer is yes. Just track the friggin' points.
Yeah.
Celebrate people that are posting because it's all part of the experience. So you want to just celebrate it all. So comment on everything, celebrate everybody's posts, and let them just count the posts because it just adds. No, I didn't.
Can I ask a question about that?
Yes.
So but in terms of customers, if I get some customers to join the Shred on the Lime team, should they at least do their live introduction during the Lime Shred? Like wait till the Lime Shred to do that part?
They should do it whenever they're ready and comfortable.
Okay, so that's fine. Great.
And I want to encourage you guys, if you're with people that you're going to be shredding with, take pictures, like with multiple people in the picture and be like, ah, you know, like bandanas on, whatever you want to do. I mean, seriously, because it adds to it, you know, balloons, you know, whatever.
Fireworks.
Hey.
I have a question.
Mickey Mouse ears, you know, it's all good. All right.
Here's a question. Someone had a question.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay, Greta, go for it.
The water.
Yes.
At the top of the tracker, it says full glass of water in the AM, 1 point.
Yeah.
You get 1 point for every full glass of water you have?
No, I put that there intentionally because I have found that the people who start their day with a full glass of water have a better experience with all of it. And
then you have water again listed down below.
And right. It's non-specific. It just says enough that your urine is clear, because that's the part from the shred itself. But starting that day, and also think about it this way, us coffee drinkers that are crazy addicted, it's much easier to say no to a cup of coffee if I have a full glass of water in my stomach, you know, like, cause you wake up thirsty, you want to grab to your natural whatever. Like if I go ahead and drink a full glass of water, then it's much easier to say no to that because I'm starting out ahead of the game. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was just getting excited because I drink about 40 ounces of water a day, so I was going to get all these points.
You can actually drink too much water. You know, is another thing that it's not a common problem for most people, but that is something you want to drink. About half your weight in ounces is the typical standard. But then on top of that, you want to do if you're working out, you need to drink more. And if you're detoxing like we are, your body, it assists the detox process. It helps excrete it out. So that's where exercise comes in, and that's where the water comes in. But good question. Yeah. I like that you're paying attention because I snuck that in. All right. Anyone else? Questions?
Yeah, I have another question.
Go for it.
So, Danielle, at this week when you're doing your blue team shred with the co-captains, are you like before how we had kind of a schedule of, who's going to post when to make sure every day is covered?
So we should, but we do not yet. But that has been on my mind all day to reach out to them separately to do that. So amongst your three,
yeah,
it's an excellent idea to preload your. It just makes it'll make your life easier too, if you kind of preload. And that was the idea with why we put that chat together for us. But
do you want to just put out a schedule, Danielle, of like day 1, day 2, day 3, you know? And then then it switches over so that Rose can follow it and we can follow it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. I think that's good.
All right.
Okay.
I have another question.
Go for it.
The point sheet that you made us,
Mm-hmm.
is that on a file that you can email me? Because I don't know about anybody else, but I definitely want points if I'm not going to have alcohol.
It's on the Facebook page, Buffy. It's already posted. So if you click on the files, you can click on it. It's actually updated since I gave you that one because I printed you guys out the first copy and I forgot to add the caffeine in. Subconsciously, I just totally
caffeine and
forgot.
alcohol are my massive. I want serious points for that. I don't know about anybody else, but so caffeine and alcohol, is that on there, or is that or is it a file that I can add to?
It's on the update. I gave you guys the preliminary one, yeah. But you can. What I did is I printed out 10 copies and I'm just handing them out. You know?
Yeah, I love that. Totally.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
I have another question.
Go for it.
So each item, basically, if I understand correctly, you can get points for each item once per day?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You can add a buddy every day, Greta, and have so much fun with it and get 20 points every time. Yep. It's fun. And we're here to help. So, you're new to the team. So whatever kind of questions you get, or, if someone's, you're doing great on social media, but taking that off and putting it into conversation, use us. We're here for that. So, and it's a quick text message or, hey, Jen, can you get on the phone with me? I want to, I got this gal, she's got a question. And then you just say, hey, hold on, let me grab my friend. We'll give you a call in 5 minutes, and you just make it very conversational and easy, and then let her do all the talking, and it tends to move people along faster,
So since I got 3 buddies to join me
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't start the shred yet, how does that work?
You get 60 points. Yeah.
Just put 1 for each day?
Yeah. Yeah. Go for it. Good job. Woohoo.
I have a food question.
And if you've got 3 people, then we should be celebrating an HLP.
Well, no. And
are we close? We got to be close.
No, only one of them is my customer. I think I messaged you about the others.
Okay, I'll listen. Okay, I'll go back and check. It's all good. Okay. Who is it, Lisa? Did you have a question?
Yeah. Question. I just wanted some more protein ideas. I don't want to get stuck in the whole like chicken. So if anyone has any, I don't know, ideas for protein.
Have you checked out the recipe book yet?
No.
Really good tool.
No, but I did like everything. I did such a good day today. Day 1 was really good for me, but I just don't want to get stuck in a rut. And no, I know I have the 2 books that I would like to look at when I have a minute.
Awesome.
The recipe books though are very vegetable heavy. Because that's typically where people struggle. But
no, I got my sweet potatoes. I got my broccoli. Like I'm good with the vegetables and the fruit.
Protein could be boring. Have you ventured into the world of tofu?
No. Well,
yummy.
In miso soup, but not like.
Yeah, because it takes on the flavor of whatever you cook it in. So if you like saute it and do like a stir fry and add like tamari or something that gluten free. Or
there's a good at Trader Joe's, that one, Danielle, the teriyaki flavored
teriyaki
and it's baked and it's like it comes like a block and you chop it up and I just snack on that a lot.
Thank you.
What about salmon or flounder? Any of the fishes would be
salmon we like, yes.
We do a lot of halibut, and I'll do like baked salmon.
Yummy.
Shrimp is yummy too.
Shrimp is good.
Yummy.
Lisa, a lot of the recipes in the shred book, you can just, even though they're veggies, you can just add, you just throw a protein in.
I'm not a cook. I'm just going to put that out there. So, and my husband works late Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm just trying to like.
Michelle.
Okay. I don't even want to. She's not a cook either. Okay. I'm just going to have Paul cook for me all
She
week.
doesn't cook when her husband's an amazing.
Yeah, about that, is there a problem if all I eat all day long are shakes and bars?
Well, you want to add some like fruit and vegetable to it.
Well, no, I do.
Yeah.
But
I don't think there's anything wrong with it as long as your body's responding well. It's a lot of fiber, but if you can handle it, go for it, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Scrub out those insides. It's all good.
Melissa, can you explain what balance means?
Balance.
On the checklist.
Balance, yes. I ran into it. It's on, I don't have anything in front of me right now.
It says, eat enough, no hunger.
Yes. You want to always be in a position where you're satiated. The idea is not to drive yourself hungry all the time because then you mess with your blood sugars, So I try to prepare, like the salads in a jar are such a great tool because it's ready to go. And so you have your shake, you have your salad, I have another shake, and then I have a healthy dinner. That's typically how I run my shred. And then in between, I stockpile things. So and I encourage people to do this too. Like you want to have a nut butter and some cut up vegetables. Like you want to have maybe celery, like to dip in there, or, something that's just more, it's readily available. I think the mistake we make is when we're so hungry, like we think we have to, we want our customers and us to really believe and take the steps into this program that it's not about deprivation. It's about adding in all the good stuff. Your job is to eat so much of the good stuff that you crowd out all the bad. Mm-hmm. That's the whole purpose of it. And that's why it's fun, because it's such a spin on dieting. Dieting is like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that. And you could easily look at this program and think that, but if we condition them correctly and we're like, look, your job is to just eat as many, like use the whole rainbow chart. Like, have you eaten something red today? Okay, no, snack on some strawberries. Or tomatoes, like, have you had something orange? And go down like the list all the way through. By the time you get to the end, there's no more room in your stomach. Really. I mean, you've got your 2 shakes, you got that, you got a meal. I mean, it's a lot, like, to eat. So
can you say again?
And then as you start to detox, you start to get hungrier. So that's where the water comes in, and that's where you're really being prepared with those snacks is important. But hummus is such an easy thing to make. You just literally put in olive oil, chickpeas, some salt, pepper. I usually use like some lemon pepper and a little bit of sesame oil I like for a little flavor. It's amazing. Like, people all the time, and squeeze some lemon. It's amazing.
You know what I do too? I always make extra, like, some people don't really like leftovers, but leftovers come in handy for this because you make something, but make more of it, because then the next day you could just have a meal already made that you could just pull out of the refrigerator and put in a little container, and you've got something quick that you don't have to worry about cooking again.
Totally. And it's a great way to do that. Like a big hot soup. Yeah.
And I was I was at Whole Foods today, and I love to buy fresh seafood, but they have really great frozen that are already portioned out. So it comes in, like, I don't know if there's 6 in a bag, 8 in a bag of cod or salmon. Sometimes they even have the shrimp that's already cooked, but it's frozen. You just have to thaw it out. You could just throw it in your salad.
Totally.
So I love their fish over there. It's really good.
Yeah.
And it's not a lot.
And to get fun, like, and kind of experiment with stuff too. It's like, it's nice. Like, I tried Branzino like one time. I was like, okay, you know what? I know it's like $40 a plate in a restaurant, but I'm going to try it at home. Like, but I mean, it was a little daring, but it wasn't hard at all. Actually, it was like really simple, and it's such a flavorful fish, and it was something different, so it got things. I think the hardest part is the kids. It's not so much me. It's just that they burn through food so fast that I have to like give them a little extra of other stuff along. I try not to do too much shred with them, but
I always tell my customers too, going into this is not the type of program where you should be hungry. So when you come to the whole balance thing, like hungry. Other people experience, when they go through other programs that they are, oh my gosh, but I can't eat this, and I'm so hungry. I don't know. No eating candy. No eating candy.
I like this way.
But it's not about, but you shouldn't, if you're doing this program correctly, you shouldn't be hungry. So like Melissa said, if you are having those 2 shakes a day and you're eating healthy, hearty, whole foods, you shouldn't be hungry. You should be satisfied. And that's why we talk about on the front end of leading into a shred, why preparation is so important, why you want to host the meal prep parties and invite them to come to. And if they can't make it, encourage them or kind of coach them in a conversation how they can prepare themselves. Maybe doing their own salads in a jar, or buying, they're going through the recipe book, figuring out what they're going to make for the week. Maybe they get some of it prepared on a Sunday already, so they don't have to think about it too much during the week. If they work in an office or they like to snack all day, having fresh cut up fruits and vegetables already in Tupperwares or containers or whatnot, then basically, go through that for their day. Because I'm a snacker as well, and I like to have like peppers cut up, and I like to have hummus on hand, and there's always apples and
apples are yummy.
Apples and peanut butter are like the staple in our house. It's so easy. Or like cashew butter, or we make like trail mixes with the gummies too. So you can take some like cashews and almonds and whatever seeds and put those in there, and then throw in some gummies. Like the Vineyard ones actually hold out really well, and just like kind of snack on that in your purse. There you go. But that's kind of a yummy thing to do too,
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So I like to eat the overnight oats usually on my shreds in the morning. I usually put like a half a scoop of powder in that, and sometimes I'll eat another meal that I incorporate the powder in. So do I count that as a shake? Like if I'm using a full scoop within 2 different meals and then I'm having a shake, do I count that as having 2 shakes a day because I'm having 2 scoops of the protein powder? Or should I be having another shake, 2 shakes in addition to that. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Yeah. I don't know what the answer to that is. I mean, I would probably, something about the shake being a lot of liquid too, I think is helpful. So if you're eating it with the food, you know, I don't know, maybe just do half and half, like 1 and 1, like the overnight oats. And then, because the other thing about the overnight oats with the complete in there is that it's going to start to eat away at the food because it's got live enzymes going on. So,
okay.
Yeah. So I don't know, play with it a little bit, see how you feel. But I would
say 1 and 1.
Yeah.
If you want for like the maximum benefit. I don't think if you're eating if you're having the complete, say you're making like complete muffins or something, you're not getting the complete in the same way you are as when drinking the shake. So you can't really compare it in that way.
So it's better to have 2 shakes, you're saying, for the shred. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, but get it in whatever way you can. Again, focus on just getting in the positive, right? So
okay.
And sometimes I feel like 3. I mean, there have been days, you know,
okay.
I'm sure other people feel the same. You know, there's been days when I've definitely gone in and gotten 3 shakes.
Okay. I usually wind up making a double, and then I just bring it to work with me or make it at work and nurse it through, I would say, half the day.
Mm-hmm.
I find that's what works for me. You know, and then
I did that when I was pregnant. That helped me with nausea.
Really? Wow.
Because it stabilizes your blood sugar.
Can I ask another question?
Yeah.
Or have I reached my max? About the not eating after 6. Like, can I have a cup of decaf tea? Like, can you drink after 6?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the food to
not
give you
alcohol, Buffy. Just
no shots. You want to give your digestive tract a break. So I drink tons of fluids after 6. I am a back end drinker. It's really funny. Like, I drink a lot of liquid before I go to bed, between dinner and bedtime for some reason, and it helps. I think it just naturally helps flush my body out, and I wake up and I'm like ready to go. You know?
through the night?
Well, I usually wake up once at night, but I don't know. I got in the habit when I was, again, pregnant a long time ago. Okay. Anything else, you guys? What are we? We're a little over. I know Michelle wants to go to bed. We got to let her go. You having fun yet? Good.
1 point for fun.
Yeah. Should have made that like 100. No, I mean, really, it's all about what we make of it, you know? So let's just pull together. There's no, I mean, if you're not sure of something or you're hesitant or whatever, just get over yourself and try it. Who cares? We're all going to high five you. It's all going to be great. You'll see me do lots of crazy, silly, stupid stuff. And that's just part of making people laugh. You know, if you can make them laugh, you can make them come back, and they want to be around you, you know? So it's good. Good energy. So I think we had like 28 orders in today. We want to I think we want to add about 25 a week at least, you know, as we're going through this whole thing. So just be looking for yourself. I mean, this is your chance to really stockpile your year with customers, with 18, with all of it. So if you're slow to that, then reach up for some support. If you, you know, I don't know, or just haven't quite gotten organized and started yet, that's also, you know, part of it. To me today was just like getting ready and getting going on a lot of this stuff. That's okay too. It's just about, think about your year. Whatever you do this month is going to pay you out for the next 4 months. That's a big impact to your paycheck. So, and people are saying yes to all sorts of stuff. I had the guy who we signed a lease with at my mom's apartment. He was like, tell me about it. What do you do? What's going on? Okay, send me an information. I think I want to do that with you. I'm like, I don't even know your last name, you know? but people are saying yes, and they want to buy from things, you know, they get curious, and especially something new. So try people you haven't talked to, because they'll be more receptive than the people that we always knock on their doors, you know? That's all. Okay, let's have some fun. Love you guys. Have a great week.
Good luck, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
go blue.
Good night.
Go blue.
Good night.
Go blue.
Green.
Good night.
Good night.